Hello there, my Aquarius, and thank you all who decided to join me yet again for your April 2019 love reading. As you know, I am doing things a little bit differently this month. However, you can still go ahead and apply this reading to anywhere that you may have Aquarius placements in your natal chart. Also, before we get into your first guided message, I do want to go ahead and point out your synchronicities, also known as your angel numbers. You guys have 33, 222, 66, and 888. I do advise you to please always do your own research and figure out exactly what these numbers mean for you, okay? So, my Aquarius, let's go ahead and get into your first guided message. You guys have retreat. You have this coupled with the Prince of Summer, the World, the Two of Diamonds, the Nine of Rods, and for your first clarifier, you have the Jack of Hearts, okay? So, Aquarius, the energy that I'm getting from your overall reading is that somebody is fighting for a relationship, okay? Somebody is fighting to keep this relationship together or to repair something that was damaged, okay? So, with retreat, you're being advised to disconnect from the outside world and go within and really get to the heart of the matter. It's possible that yourself and your partner may be separated at this time. You guys may be living in different locations. You may be at a distance from each other, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. Whatever the case may be, I feel like there's still a desire for you both to come back together and build and grow together or accomplish something with one another. I do feel like either yourself or your partner may be younger. There's definitely an age difference in this relationship, whether it's you or your partner. If it's not a physical age difference, I feel like somebody in this situation may be more mature or experienced when it comes to relationships and the other person isn't. I say that because the Prince of Summer coming in here, I feel like somebody in the Nine of Rods. I feel like somebody in the situation is afraid of getting hurt, okay? I feel like it may be you, Aquarius. I feel like your partner is very much so in love with you still. They're very much so captivated by you. I feel like they do want to come back together with you. However, I feel like the trust may have been broken and your guard is up at this time. I feel like you're very defensive when it comes to your heart or who you allow into your world. And with that being said, you have a decision to make with the Two of Diamonds coupled with the Jack of Hearts. This is somebody who falls in love very quickly, who's very sensitive underneath it all. However, I feel like somebody's shielding the fact that they are trying to protect their heart or protect themselves from being hurt. But you have to make a decision very soon. This is a card about procrastination. You cannot stay on the fence for much longer. You have to make a decision. You have to figure out whether or not you want to save this relationship, whether or not you want to compromise with your partner, but a decision has to be reached soon. I feel like your partner is questioning whether or not you truly love them because I do feel like they are in love with you. But again, I feel like a lot of you guys fear losing yourself, losing your grounding in this situation. Expect that there will be oppositions if you decide to give this person a second chance or vice versa if they decide to give you a second chance. However, there is a huge need for you guys to communicate because I feel like there's something that's off when it comes to your communication. Either you're blocking one another from speaking their truth, or when you guys have conversations with one another, I feel like things may get really emotional or heated, and then somebody blocks the other person out or refuses to hear the person's full side of the story, or I just feel like there's something going on here when it comes to being on the same page, okay? Coming together, it being on the same page. However, there's still a lot of love here and a lot of passion between you two as well. Let's see. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. With the World card, I feel like it can just be any other sign. It could be any sign, okay? So moving on, the center of your reading, which is the heart of the matter, you guys have engagement. You have this coupled with the Six of Autumn, the Seven of Wands, the King of Spades, Strength, and for your clarifier, you have the Two of Spades, okay? So there's a lot going on here, okay? So with engagement, I do feel like this person wants to commit. I feel like they want to work on this relationship. They're fighting for this relationship. However, with the Seven of Wands coming in here, I feel like, again, you guys are defensive. You have your guards up, and there's an issue with the way that you guys communicate with one another. Understand with the Six of Autumn, you're being advised that whatever good that you do will come back to you in this relationship, as well as whatever bad that you do may come back around as well. There's a need for you guys to have an equal give and take, and there's a need for you guys to find common ground. Although you're facing a lot of challenges, I feel like you're going to be able to overcome them if you were just open to it, okay? With the Strength card coming in here, coupled with the Two of Spades, again, this is about um, being someone's rock, okay? This is about, despite the setbacks, you feel like your relationship is unshakable. Like no matter what you and this individual goes through, I feel like this person feels like it can be saved, is worth fighting for. Um, this is also about taking back control over the situation where there once was an imbalance, balancing the scales, finding an equal grounding for the both of you guys. I feel like there's a lot of bickering, a lot of back and forth, a lot of indecision, a lot of anxiety. You're being advised that there's two sides to the story. So I feel like you have to hear the other person out. Somebody's refusing. Somebody's just blatantly refusing to hear this other person's side of the story. Whatever may have happened, I feel like maybe your understanding of it may be completely off. Okay. Somebody's having a hard time expressing themselves in a calm manner as well. I feel like somebody loses their cool whenever the other person tries to insert themselves. Um, I feel like there's also a need to possibly give one another space until you figure out exactly what it is that you want to do. But it's important for you guys to understand how other people feel as well, and not just focus on your own feelings in this situation. Okay, your partners, it's almost like they're struggling to be heard or to be seen by you or to be understood by you. With the King of Spades coming in here, this is somebody who's possibly older. Like I said, I do feel like there is an age difference in this relationship, but this is somebody who comes across almost as a authoritative figure, somebody who's super critical, even coming across as like a disciplinarian or lacks compassion. So your partner may feel like they have a hard time getting through to you or expressing themselves to you without you criticizing them or kind of flying off the handle or becoming emotionally detached from them. They also feel like you don't accept them or you criticize them. Okay. And they're fighting for you to see things from their point of view, and they're fighting for you to also take responsibility for whatever actions may have occurred in this relationship to cause this rift between you two. Even with that being said, and despite these shortcomings, I feel like your partner is still willing to like fight it out because they, like I said, they see you as their rock. Like their I don't want to say support system, but I feel like you guys support one another, you know, despite the fact that you guys have terrible communication skills. Um, I feel like you guys have a lot of love for one another, okay? So, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, however, it could be any other sign. Moving forward, you guys are being advised to free yourself. You have this coupled with balance, the Star, the Queen of Clubs, the Ace of Swords, and the Jack of Spades, okay? So when I see free yourself in this placement, I don't feel like this is freeing yourself from this relationship. I feel like it's freeing yourself from baggage, okay? With the Star card coming in here, this is something that you've held on to for quite some time. So whatever unhealthy habits or behaviors or patterns that you continuously repeat, because the Star card is number 17, 1 plus 7 is 8, whatever cycles that you continue to repeat, it's time for you to let that go. That's no longer serving you. So it's time to let go of imbalance and become balanced. Okay, that has to change. It's time to come into balance with this person. It's time to let go of all of your old thoughts, old way of doing things. It's time to come into something new, have hope for the future. So release the past in order to bring forth something new. So I feel like you're freeing yourself from needing to have control over the situation, needing to have the first and the last word. I feel like you're letting go of that baggage. You have this couple with the Queen of Clubs, also indicating that this will cause yourself and your partner to have a newfound sense of confidence as well. Um, I feel like a lot of you guys need to also work on your temper. Again, it's just repeating itself. Temper, balance, communication. Okay. You have a lot of passion between you two. A lot of passion between you two. But there's power struggles as well. Like somebody wants their independence one moment and then they want to be in a relationship the next. And I feel like that just doesn't gel well together. So you're going to have to decide. You're going to have to decide. You guys are going to have to compromise and find a way to balance this thing out, okay? So you need to also be open to taking into consideration other people's input, okay? Understand that your way isn't the only way. So your guides are advising you to merge viewpoints to create a better solution for the both of you guys. Take the time to really figure this thing out without rushing forward. And I feel like you will be victorious in doing so with the Ace of Swords. It's about really tapping into your raw power, cutting through all the BS, and coming out on top, being successful in the end, okay? With the Jack of Spades, this is about also doing away with jealousy, doing away with being emotionally detached in some way, or putting one another in like compromising positions, okay? Dangerous situations. Like I said, a lot of arguments, somebody has a hot temper, just shutting down other people's ideas, not really being open to change. And it's all because somebody's really scared of being hurt in love. I feel like you both are in love with one another, but you're both also avoiding like a commitment. Like you guys are fighting this commitment. Okay. Let's see. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Aries. I'm sorry, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah. However, it could be any other sign. And as you guys know, I didn't do the extended versions of the readings this month. It's hard enough for me to get these out. But so we're gonna just go ahead and pull cards from the bottom of your deck. So you guys have romantic feelings coupled with the star coming through the second time around in your reading. The Three of Cups, the Jack of Diamonds, the Two of Rods, and for your clarifier, you have the Six of Hearts. So once more, you're being advised that you're dealing with a karmic partner, okay? This is a new cycle that you're about to embark on. It's possible that there may have been a third party situation in the past, which may have caused the trust issues. However, I also feel like this is people who are rooting for you. I feel like you guys have a lot to celebrate. I do feel like you guys have a connection that you do want to explore with one another. Again, this may be somebody that's younger than you or vice versa. You may be the one who's younger. I feel like you guys are very much so drawn to each other. You're very attracted to one another. You're both going through a spiritual transformation, a major growth period in your lives. I feel like you're doing away with old karma. With the Star card, you're clearing the way for the future. You're letting go of old past baggage. You're staying optimistic and hopeful towards the future. And with the faith that you have, you can definitely move mountains. I feel like this will be a relief from challenging times for a lot of you guys. I see a lot of energy around you guys. And I see a lot of promise in the future. So with the Two of Rods, again, this is about taking a risk, going in a new direction, doing something in a bold new way. So I feel like you guys are demanding respect from your partner, and I feel like they are also demanding respect from you, because I feel like you guys disrespected the hell out of each other, the way that you guys used to talk to each other or just not take each other's feelings into consideration. Again, I feel like somebody was almost like moving as though they were single, or like somebody was having a hard time giving up their independence or their power in some way. There was an issue with compromising. But again, I feel like you guys will decide to move forward, even if this means leaving a third party situation behind. Be aware that there are people from your past that may try to come back up and divide you two. Be aware of anybody that tries to come back around who's jealous of your relationship or who tries to sleep with yourself or your partner. So any exes from the past, anybody that you were dealing with at the same time you were dealing with this person, once you decide to cut them off, understand that they may come back around and try to stir things up for you or cause problems for you. But I feel like you guys are going to give your relationship a chance and make an effort with this other person, and let go of control issues as well, and listen to your intuition going forward, because I feel like you really are working on forgiving and learning from the past situations that you experienced with this person and moving forward. Okay. And I feel like this will be a wish come true with the Nine of Hearts. Okay. So Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aquarius such as yourself. However, it could be any other signs. Understand that sometimes you have to be broken open in order to release what you've been carrying around for too long and to replace it with positive things and to heal yourself, okay? So know that I love you all and I appreciate you all. Until next time.